Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ET Considers Everything podcast for Thursday, December 8th, 2016. On this edition, we'll be taking a look at several of the sports issues that took place over the last 24 hours, including MLB Winter Meetings Headlines. Also, be taking a look at the Thursday night football matchup, which takes place tonight between the Kansas City Chiefs and Oakland Raiders at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City on NFL Network and NBC. We'll also be taking a look at some college basketball news, some NBA headlines, and so much more. So let's get going with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. First off, we'll start off with the MLB Winter Meetings, which are currently taking place just outside of Baltimore, Maryland, and National Harbor, Maryland. Yesterday, we had some big developments. Aroldis Chapman signed a 5-year, $86 million contract with the New York Yankees one season after signing an offseason contract with the New York Yankees from a trade and being traded mid-season to the Chicago Cubs. He goes back to the New York Yankees on a 5-year deal worth $86 million. That deal includes a no-trade clause within the first 3 years of the contract. So it'll be very interesting to see how Aroldis Chapman does in the closer role for the New York Yankees. Also, Adam Eaton was traded from the Chicago White Sox to the Washington Nationals. He's an outfielder for the Chicago White Sox. So this could potentially open the door for Bryce Harper to either be traded to a better team like the New York Yankees or be signed in an offseason contract. I mentioned the terms of the deal the other day. It's a 10-year contract worth $400 million. Teams that are likely to sign him on that are either the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees. So we'll see how developments will go on that. Also, Desmond, former second baseman for the Washington Nationals, has signed a 5-year, $70 million contract with the Colorado Rockies. He will be playing first base for the Colorado Rockies. So it's a good signing for them. It's a good bat, and he will be very useful in that lineup for sure. Uh, Former Kansas City Chiefs or Kansas City Royals closer, Wade Davis has been traded to the Chicago Cubs for outfielder Jorge Soler. That will fill the role up of Aroldis Chapman leaving from the Cubs, going to the New York Yankees on that big contract. So, good move by the Chicago Cubs getting Wade Davis as their new closer. Moving on, college football headlines to report on today. Tom Herman has been named the new Texas Longhorns head football coach, leaving the University of Houston. The University of Houston is looking at potential candidates that include former LSU head coach Les Miles and Alabama offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin. Sources close to the situation are saying that Lane Kiffin is more likely to get the job there for the Houston Cougars. We'll just have to wait and see how that develops over the next few weeks as the bowl season approaches. Also, we had Matt Rhule moving on from the University of Temple. He will move on to be the head coach at Baylor University. Baylor has had a tumultuous season this year. They started out 6-0 and have finished out losing their last 6 ball games. Tough result for those fans for sure and those players, but Matt Rhule will bring in some intensity and will bring in some great fire for that team that they need, no doubt about it. Also, Willie Taggart has moved on from the University of South Florida as their head coach. He will be the new Oregon head coach. Oregon is coming off their worst season in 12 years, going 4-8 this past season. So we'll see what happens with those coaching developments as well as the Houston head coaching situation. I'll stay posted as time goes on. Thursday night football takes place tonight at Arrowhead Stadium as the Oakland Raiders 10-2 take on the Kansas City Chiefs at 9-3. That matchup is for first place in the AFC West. That will also be a game that could determine potentially who gets a first round bye in the AFC playoffs coming up this season. We still have 4 games to go, but that's a very important game for both sides, and we'll see how both of them will react tonight. I have Latavius Murray on my fantasy team tonight, so I'm looking for him to have a good performance. We'll have to wait and see what happens in that matchup. My official prediction for that game is Oakland 30, Kansas City 24. We have some NBA headlines to report on as well this morning. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the New York Knicks last night, 126-94. behind a strong performance from LeBron James. He had 27 points, including a thunderous dunk over Kristaps Porzingis. Also, we had the Golden State Warriors defeat the Los Angeles Clippers last night, 115-98. It was the first time in a while that Stephon Curry did not hit a three-pointer in a game. Draymond Green went the game with 24 points, led the team in points for the game. So big-time performance there, and a great performance by the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers, potentially the two best teams respectively in the East and the West. Golden State in the West and Cleveland in the East. Also, we have some NASCAR news to report on today. Dodge is looking to re-enter the sport for the first time since 2012. They've been talking to potential partners to get in with the business. Those partners include Chip Ganassi and Robert Yates. So we'll see if Dodge will be allowed to re-enter the sport of NASCAR for sure. Also coming up here in about a month is the Hyundai Tournament of Champions on the PGA Tour. It's a very important tour stop to start the season. Last season, Patrick Reed won the Hyundai Tournament of Champions to get his season starting right. So we'll see how that goes for sure. Also, the Australian Open will be taking place in tennis in about a month and a half from now, and a lot of the big name players will be looking to win that major. The last major champions were great players as well. Serena Williams and Novak Djokovic are both looking to continue from great seasons last year, where both of them won 2 majors. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this edition of the ET Considers Everything podcast for Thursday, December 8th, 2016. If y'all don't mind, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, I'll keep you posted on sports news as I get them across my tablet and across my television. For now, this is ET Eric Tyler Mullins reporting from Pound, Virginia. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel. Later.